I cannot see you.
Of course you can't. And I can't see you.
Of course.
Ta-da!
Live from our mother's basement.
Live from our parents' basement. It's only Coach Killers in the building.
Yep. God.
That Broncos podcast. So I want to before I get into this, we had two bad teams play on Sunday called the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears, and it was apparent both teams were bad. Let me ask you this question, because this has come up. We got this game where the Broncos can hold egregiously. You got the Kansas City game where they're doing their thing. And I know this is a football show, but I want people to put all this into context. I want to talk about McDonald's first. Now, we can sit and talk about, all the fake food they make, but at the end of the day, when McDonald's stole the actual company from the two guys that founded it, and they became a corporate entity, they really were more of a real estate company. So while people are talking about the fake food, and at the end of the day, they make the most money off real estate. Okay. Now I want to just talk about Target for a second. Everybody looks at it as a retailer, but actually they make the majority of their money in security. I think it's electronic security and just different things like this. A lot of people don't even know that. Now let's talk about the NFL. With this in mind, I'm bringing this full circle. Is football just the excuse for what they really are? Let me just ask you this question. Is the NFL essentially just a branding company and football is just the excuse? What do you think?
Yes, and I think you have to tie in the political aspect of it as well.
Well, oh yeah.
So I think it's a mixture of everything except for football, in my opinion. I think you're absolutely right. I think it's more of a branding. I think it's more political. I think it's more ratings than just, the product and the sustainability on the football field.
Yeah, because, you can go back to Jim Thorpe to the 1920s where they exploited him, and it was a branding situation. They were touring him all around. He didn't see a dime. And it obviously things have changed. Obviously, Mahomes, for instance, does see a dime. But you figure the money he's making, how much is the NFL making? If he's making that much money, how much you think that the NFL's make? So they're going to make sure I was talking. Go ahead.
Well, I think what you're saying with this whole, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce thing is taken away. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Where if you take the shot, you can get in Taylor Swift's pants. Ladies and gentlemen, just take the shot. You can have a date with Taylor Swift. You can have a date with Cardi B. You can have a date with all these fucking celebrities. Just do it. Just take the fucking shot. And then, you'll have these football players like Travis Kelce take the shot, promote the Pfizer shot. And, he gets in Taylor Swift's pants, their girlfriend and boyfriend. And, that's more
for now.
For now. But I'm just saying that's what I'm talking about. The theatrical aspect of what you said about the NFL is more of a brand than
it's more brand. Yeah, it's more branding.
Just take the shot. Just take it. Just take the shot.
Yeah, go talk to all these these NFL guys, footballers, and people, everybody that's fallen over. That's just, it's unbelievable. Yet, back in 1970s, they pulled that thing when you had a handful of people, keeling over. But now it's all right. I guess you can just go ahead and just kill people. I guess it's fine.
Broncos fans, if John Elway told you to take the shot, would you do it?
Walmart General fans. Yeah. Of course, this is right now is probably going to get this video banned right off the bat. But that's what I'm trying to explain is that, for instance, Mahomes, right, is making, they've got to make sure they protect the brand, right?
Yep.
Russell Wilson, they would love to brand, be a part of that money making. And then when you got players like Justin Simmons, all over the NFL, every single team has their own, all these players doing their whatever it is local thing, and they're making money off of that too. So yeah, it's right. When you said political, we're probably already being banned for this, but what I noticed is, like I said, I was working at Time Warner, and I was a part of covering the Giants and Bills at that time in New York. And I get stuck watching the Patriots in the early days. And, it's like the tuck rule and all the stuff we would watch and just watch. Okay, Tom Brady, he can't convert the third down. Okay, here comes the PI. Sure enough. And it got to the point, and then they would show the replay, and it's like, where the fuck is the PI? And it got to the point they wouldn't even show the replay anymore. And then what happened was, it was 9/11. It was right after 9/11, that deal. And they showed Brady morphing into a soldier. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. I see why. Because, remember, this is early 2000. I'm like, why are they like up this? Why are they so invested in Brady's image? Is what I just like. Why are they like helping the Patriot? Why are they so? Because remember, this is before all that went down with the Patriots. It's the early time, very beginning. And I just couldn't understand why they were so invested into Tom Brady. But then when he morphed into a soldier, because remember, they wanted to sell the wars and all that. So it was a part of that. Again, that brand, there's your political again, that branding, Hmm. So I just wanted to start off talking about branding, because we're watching the All 22. And again, like I said, McDonald's, I can talk about fake food what is McDonald's really? It's a real estate company at the end of the day. So we're going to talk about the football aspect of it, the fake food. And so we're watching the All 22, and it's just like, remember, I just got done saying I was watching All 22. And I said, no, McGlinch, he didn't hold. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. He's like holding him. Like, here's the guy's coming in, and he's holding him on his chest, grabbing his and then the running back, McLaughlin, he's on the other side holding him like this. It was double holding. It was for a touchdown. I think their second touchdown. It was their second touchdown. And it's just like, you got to be kidding. So, we're watching this and we're asking ourselves, well, why are they doing this? And in all fairness, I just want to say this in all fairness, I would really like, as just a research project, to see how much of this is going on in the NFL. We saw the Chiefs game. It was getting out of hand where, it was just obvious they were, helping the Chiefs out every which way this Sunday. But I just wonder how much of this goes on. Do they really help the Jags, and who are the Giants? Do they really care about that, or they just let it go? I just wonder what, I guess what I'm trying to say, I guess I would equate that if I looked at where the branding is, it's probably where you're going to find more of that kind of thing going on, where they want to promote whatever it is, whoever they're promoting. They're going to get more of that preferential.
You think this would have happened with Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater, Joe Flacco, Trevor Siemian, Case Keenum?
That's why I say
critical.
Maybe you get that with Trevor Lawrence a little bit because, he's a first rank. You know what I'm saying? They want to protect their brands, their brands. How about Fields? Are they trying to help Fields out, too?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, they're ready to move on. It sounds like they're already.
They're quarterback killers over there in Chicago, just like here in Denver.
Oh yeah, well, coach killers and quarter. Yeah, they're. Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're the same exact thing. My God.
That's why I say coach killer. Yeah, we only coach killers in the building. So
if Justin Fields went to a stable organization like the 49ers, the Ravens, the Colts, the Chiefs, could you imagine? He would be, he probably wouldn't be, great. But
the problem with Justin Fields is in listening to people that have followed him for a while. He has a Melvin Gordon kind of aspect to himself, where
but you again. You don't need to put yourself in those situations, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't need to put yourselves in that type of situation where you can design plays to get him away from that type of situation where you can get easy reads for him. You can roll him out and all that good stuff. Because I don't think he's a pocket passing quarterback. I think he's a bootleg rollout quarterback. Get out of the pocket.
You want him in a West Coast system.
Yeah, you want him in the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel, stuff like that. So,
yeah. But I mean, he definitely the Denver Broncos really, honestly, should have lost that game.
Yeah,
and just Fields basically, I didn't know what he was thinking. Nick Burrito played the part of the safety, the old safety blitz thing. And, everybody's natural reaction is to either turn away, tuck, or just turn away.
Well, he just stood like a statue.
He didn't know. It was worse than that. He turned into him and then put his hands up like this. He looked like a really bad Statue of Liberty imitation, It's like, it didn't even make sense from just a natural reaction standpoint. Where, what are you doing? But people that followed Justin Fields have said he's done exactly that in a lot of other games, both in college and I guess in the pros as well.
I can understand people's sentiment with that, but as a coach, you can design and you can eliminate those mistakes by designing certain plays to get away from that, and you don't need to put yourself in those situations. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't give up. I mean, he could be.
I not give up on Justin. Like, I understand people. I think that this is more of an NFL problem than just the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's more of a coach killing, quarterback killing, princess quarterback, princess receivers, princess corners, all the above. And I just think they're, like you said, it's more of a theatrical, political aspect of the NFL brand more than the football brand.
Yeah, I don't think they particularly cared about Patrick Mahomes when he came out of college. I don't think there was any really.
No.
But
he wasn't a Peyton Manning coming out of college. He wasn't.
That's what I said about Brady too. They didn't give a crap.
Yeah, he wasn't a John Elway coming out of Stanford. He wasn't a Dan Marino. He wasn't one of those guys.
No, neither one. So then they get in a good situation, and then now we can utilize that situation. Morph into it, because he put his head down and he comes up. He's a soldier. I'm like, here we go, marketing again. Marketing.
Sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sad people fall for marketing. I mean, because it's just, that's all they get hit with. They did put facts, bury facts, and just get hit with the sales brochure. Just hit them with the sales brochure. And speaking of the sales brochure, you think I'm going to have to run this by? Do you think that they're hyping Jerry Jeudy up to get rid of him? That's it. I may have even put the cart in front of the horse here. So let me back up a little bit. We're going to see this thing fall apart, I think, with the Denver Broncos. I mean, watching the film and just.
It already is falling apart. I don't think we have to wait. I think
No. I mean, I'm talking about catastrophic. It already is. I mean, it has to still go all the way out. So what I'm getting at anyway, in saying all this, is I have a feeling that this front office wants to try to get ahead of the parade and act like they're leading it. Oh yeah, we want to blow it up too. Yeah, I just want to say this. This is
why I don't trust us.
Concrete. There is no blowing this organization up.
Nope.
First and foremost, the front office is blown up. Anything else other than that is not a blow up. It's just at best, wiping the canvas and starting the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. So,
okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I just want to say I could not believe even Zach Lai, of all people, was ready to clear out the front office after the Chicago game.
Yeah, where do you think they got that from? So
yeah, well, they better open their eyeballs and see what's going on. I hope they get it from that. I don't even want to take credit. At least open your eyes and look.
So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that this team is absolutely dog shit. It really doesn't. Unless you're a Walmart General fan who believes in the hype that is blindfold and has orange and blue colored glasses each and every week, you're not going to really understand the
yellow and blue. Yeah, it's the Walmart color.
Yeah. Yep. The blue and yellow.
Yeah.
I would say. So here's the problem that I'm having with this whole. Oh, we need to blow it up. Sean Payton needs to blow it up. No. It's not Sean Payton. It's the ownership that blows up that front office. You have to have accountability from the very tippity top on down, okay? This is to Rob Walton, Greg Penner, Condoleezza Rice, all those talking heads that I do not trust whatsoever. You have to blow this. If you want to keep Sean Payton, that's fine. But you better go get Jeff Ireland, and you give Jeff Ireland all the control that he wants in that front office to let him go get the assistant GM, to let him go get the scouts that he wants, and then it's a trickle-down effect from there, okay? Just because, and I'm sick and tired of hearing this talking point. Wow, our defense last year was just, it's not because of the coaching. It's because of the player personnel that you retained and that you still have on this defense. I see Patrick Surtain getting absolutely destroyed by who? Because I said it in the pregame, DJ Moore, who basically ate his lunch. Number two, these linebackers, I mean, they suck. Drew Sanders, and the reason Drew Sanders sucks is because he's not in a system that fit his strengths. What did we say coming out of college about?
That's only part of it. The other part he's not starting behind somebody that's somebody.
Well, it's not that. He's in a system that doesn't fit his strengths, number one. Number two, he was an off-ball linebacker coming out of college. He would have fit better in a 4-3 system, not a 3-4 system.
No, I know.
And then
but in this case, it would behoove him to be behind somebody, you know.
Oh, Joel and Alex Singleton, who absolutely suck ass.
No, I'm talking about going to the right team.
Well, I agree with you on that. So, and then you have this defensive front. Randy Gregory, I believe, got benched.
Oh, he did get benched. He got outright.
He got benched. He sucks. All that money. Oh man, you remember all the shit that we got for that?
I went back to remind them about, you realize your comments did not age very well with Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory sucks. Dallas doesn't miss him. I think they're better off without him, and
that's what they said. They said that when they could not believe. I'm talking the majority of them. There's always a
minority.
They have their own Walmart General kind of, but the majority of them said, they just were mind blown that Elway would sign him to all that money.
And who brought in Vance Joseph? Was it Sean Payton or Elway?
Well, the deal had been an Elway deal.
Because there is no way in hell that this was a Sean Payton pickup, because Vance Joseph had connections with who? Because who spilled the beans in the offseason that said that John Elway still has still has an office in Dove Valley?
That would be Sean Payton,
the head coach, right?
Yeah,
the head coach, right?
Yeah. Just nobody really to pay attention.
Oh, that's just a myth, right? It's just a myth.
A myth, a myth that I made a video and I have him repeating it over and over.
What happened after he spilled the beans? There's a video coming out that he was smoking weed with a bunch of teenagers, right?
Yeah.
That that the content creators dare talk about.
Yes, I think I got mentioned once, and that was it.
Yeah,
never denied. But neither was Sean Payton spilling the beans on Elway being in there either. You know, they tried to do it again, and it's like, so yeah, it's like, no, I'm not going to Sean Payton's. I'm not going to let you get away with that. So yeah,
I just think you just need to blow it all up. I mean, I don't care. Get rid of Sean. Like, just get rid of everybody. Like I'm not
blow
it up and start over, man. I'm tired of this.
I mean, I'll give, I was watching on the All-22, and he did refrain from Shermer ball until, as you mentioned, the first possession of the second half.
Imagine that.
instead of going for the third down, they Shermer balled it, Wilson throwing into double coverage, and it's punting time. When they got the ball, hold on a second. When they got the ball again, they didn't play Shermer ball and they scored a touchdown. I'm just saying that I think as an X and O guy, I'm fine with Peyton, but man, runs his mouth.
He's a correlation of the organization, Chop the Liver.
I'm gonna say that he's Jerry Jeudy as a coach. I mean,
I want to talk about Jerry Jeudy for a minute because I'm getting Jerry Jeudy. Can you please just shut up? Like, for everybody's mental state, can you please just shut up? No one wants to hear you talk. Okay, you are no Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey, Jabbar Gaffney, Brandon Lloyd, Wes Welker, Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Jerry Rice, Justin Jefferson. I mean, you have
more on Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. DJ Moore for Chicago. Garrett Wilson.
Marvin Mims.
Yeah. Brandon Johnson, number 89.
Yeah.
I love Brandon Johnson. I think Brandon Johnson could be a good player. He's like the Trinity Benson of practice squad players, in my opinion, who's actually getting an opportunity, unlike Trinity Benson. But anyway, Jerry Jeudy, just be quiet, because you going after Philip Lindsay like your shit don't stink. Number one, Philip Lindsay was a better player he was a better player. Okay? When
ran out. Right, who ran him out?
Elway, per usual.
Yeah.
Because you know, was he a draft pick of Elway's, or was he an undrafted free agent? He was, and who wanted him to stay in Denver? Not the Broncos. His mother did, and that's proven. That is factual information. Yeah.
I mean, somebody must have. I think it was the halfback coach must have really pounded the table for him. You know, to get him to, it was just, because, we know what Elway wants. He wants Melvin Gordon.
And him and Locke looked good in that Scangarello system with Munchak, him and Locke. And how did Locke look last night with that pass to Noah Fant?
Well, yes. Well, we were told that by the content creators who get their script from the front office that
it was Fangio and Shermer.
No, that Noah Fant gets shoestring tackled. He's easy to tackle. He didn't look like he was easy to tackle to me. But they keep saying that. But they don't want to say what Fant's problem is he's not a blocking guy. But they don't want to say that because they don't have anybody on that team that can block.
Okay, so let's stick to that blocking thing. When Scangarello was here, was he used as a blocker or receiving threat?
A receiving threat.
Okay, then when Shermer came in, was he used as a blocker or receiving threat?
You'd either have him block or run go routes.
Okay, you have him grow. And who brought in Shermer?
That was Elway.
So
no, it wasn't Fangio. That wasn't Fangio.
No. Fangio was the defensive coordinator. Would you just please stop with that notion, Bronco or Walmart General fans?
Walmart General fans. So it's just
this organization. They don't know. Okay. I think you're right. They're trying to get ahead of this. Oh, my God, we're going to blow it up. We're going to sell at the trade deadline. We're going to sell in the offseason. Really? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, what are they going to do? Do more of this?
Are you going to stick to your guns and do it, or are you just going to lollipop around the issue like for what, coming up the 9th year next year? You're going to lollipop around? You're going to tiptoe around the issue?
Well, you got a buzzsaw coming in next week. This Sunday. You got a buzzsaw coming in. Green Bay, you get maybe a break. I don't know. You don't get a break with Kansas City. And then, where you go from there?
Buffalo.
So
at Buffalo on Monday night, dude.
What is it going to be, 155-3? If Miami was 70, is this going to be 155-3?
I have Jet fans. I went on Jets message boards. And like, it's a must win in Denver. I'm like, you will have no issue winning in Denver. I mean, my God, if you guys play like you did this past week against the Chiefs, you guys will have no problem kicking the Broncos out.
Well, with the incentive too, with Sean Payton running his mouth.
Oh, I wouldn't be. It wasn't. It was the organization running their mouth.
Well, both. But they use Sean Payton as the sounding board.
Yeah.
So you can't let him off. can't let him off the hook.
No, I know, but he got the talking points to say that shit.
Yeah, perfect Elway, like you said, a perfect Elway type coach.
Oh, I've never seen fans so upset about a loss. I'm like, because it's the same fucking thing, man.
Well, it's not only just the same; it gets worse all the time.
It does. It does. You barely won against a Bears team that is on the equal level as you.
So let me ask you this: did the person that started that, is this the guy they roll out? Maybe that has been caught doing this same thing at Dallas, shaming Dallas fans when they get pissed off. They roll this guy. He acts like he's from the streets and all this, and he's one of you. Putting on a big. He doesn't know anything about football, but he just goes around and shames everybody. Is that where all that came from?
Well, I mean, it's also coming from the same person that said that Russell Wilson won the Broncos this game this past. Okay, really? Did you look at the? Do you watch the All-22? Do you guys watch the coaches' film? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't even fathom looking at it because you guys are looking at.
I want to talk about him in a little bit, but I want to get back to the defense since we were talking about the defense. I want Simmons back. I want Browning back. I want all these guys.
I want Jewell back.
I want Josie Jewell. I absolutely want them back so that we can put this to rest. They were all there for the Raiders, and they were all there for the I'm not sure about Browning, but they were all there for the Commanders. What did they do?
Nothing.
They did nothing. This is the worst. Put them in there. They're still the worst defense, player personnel wise, in the National Football League.
I would say offense is close, maybe a tick above it.
Well, it's gotten better because they're not doing the Shermer ball thing. But again, what did we see? Okay, we'll talk about the offensive line. Forget all the holding that they got away with. And we can address that. Even though they were doing that, Russell Wilson was under duress most of that game, running around like a chicken. He had no choice because there were leaks and gaps and everything the whole game. But
again, that this correlates to the point about the offensive line. They look better when they're doing the quick passing and running the football. But when they get into that 20-plus yard, throw the ball deep, that's when the Broncos get in trouble because they don't have the offensive line or the player personnel to run that offense.
They don't. When they come out in the second half, they didn't do it in the first half. I was impressed, although because the offensive line is so bad, that first half they scored one, and then they kept going backwards because it was just and then they didn't call the holding, but they were jumping off sides all the time. They have to because they're getting there. And this is supposedly now, according to everybody in the NFL, the Bears defensive line. This is supposed to be one of the tamer defensive lines in the league.
I would put it down there with the Broncos defensive line that doesn't apply any pressure.
And they were applying pressure, even with the holding.
Dude, we got a complete defense coming in now.
Oh.
The Jets defensive line.
They play like they did the Chiefs. Man.
The Bills.
Yeah. And they already want Broncos heads. I mean, they already are sharpening their battle axes.
I don't think the Jets want this game so bad. You have the NFL screwing them over, and now you have the Broncos. Although the Broncos is already there, they're going to have built up aggression no matter what because the Broncos run their mouth. But now you have the NFL on top of that screwing them over.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So now think about this for a moment. Think about this. You have all that going on, right? You have all that going on. What is this team going to do? What is this team? They run their mouths. Oh, yeah, this is what I want to say. This is exactly what I want to say. Is this win against Chicago everything they need to go back to sleep? Because the content creators are going to tell them, oh, look how great and wonderful you are. See how great and wonderful you are?
Going to bring momentum, and they're going to be on the right track.
Yeah, because it was only that was the thing. That was just it. Yeah. This ain't the Chicago Bears coming to town. And still, Chicago should have won that game. You know what? I think, and I agree with the Chicago beat writers. And they were lamenting on Justin Fields. They said if Justin Fields just could have kept doing what he was doing for 3.5 quarters, handing the ball off, getting those quick passes. It wasn't
Justin Fields.
Getting that. Well, he handed that right to him.
I understand that, but you also have to blame the coaching staff for putting them in that predicament, for doing stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean that. They didn't even have anybody out there blocking. So Nick Burrito
they were putting in the fullbacks, and when they were creative running the football, they were actually blocking. And I told you they were going to take stuff from what Miami did with that fullback they have.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
For 3 quarters.
It kind of seemed like the Broncos had kind of something similar going too with some of that kind of thing with their running game. Just out of observation on the
what have we said, Chopped Liver? You need an Alva Kamara in this offense. They have that. And this McLaughlin guy. I've been trying to tell folks that's going to open up this offense even more now, because now if they do it correctly and they don't run Shermer ball, but if they run the Sean Payton offense, McLaughlin is a perfect, and he's young. You're not paying him all this money. So there you go. Use him correctly.
And that they did do it to a degree.
And look what happened. Look what happened. They did. Look what happened.
And that's what a lot of people were saying. So yeah. Finally, you stop listening to the front office or whatever. Start doing it the way Sean would run the
week, though.
Yeah, well, we saw him come out in the second half and try to do that Shermer ball again, and it's just like it doesn't work. So I got to talking about that. Coaching correctly. Well, I don't know. They got a buzzsaw coming in. Russell Wilson was running for his life with the Bears. I don't think it's going to go all that well for this offense by any stretch.
Quinnen Williams, man. Quinnen Williams. I mean, just let that sink in, Walmart gentlemen. You have Quinnen Williams, Bryce Huff, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, John Franklin Myers. I mean, dude, they go 2-3 deep on their D line. I mean, they rotate.
Well, what about their linebacking?
C.J. Mosley and Quincy Williams.
Yeah.
I like C.J. Mosley. I'm a big fan of C.J. Mosley, man. He is a good linebacker.
This is not good. I don't think this is going to be their 30-point game they think they're
going to.
No.
Hell no. And if it is, shame on the Jets.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'll go in on the Jets if they give up 30.
No, yeah, I can't even remotely in that.
And Sauce Gardner out there.
I actually see this defense scoring on this offense.
Oh yeah.
There's that possibility.
Game. There could be a pick 6 in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, and you have the Jets offense too. I mean, let's not just, you don't think Nathaniel Hackett's going to come up with something to kick the Broncos' ass?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's not going to be playing Shermer ball out there.
I would not be surprised if they just run on this team. Just run and just take their will from them. Just run in the edges and just kick their ass.
Well, he knows exactly where to attack this. He knows this defense was a paper tiger.
Yeah, he does.
And this is something else that we got talking that all these people that want to talk about the defense last year, I've never heard one of them explain to me why Ejiro he had such a great opportunity to be here with Sean Payton in this offense to put it all together. Why would Ejiro, because he was asked, the Broncos wanted Ejiro as the defensive coordinator. They wanted him. And obviously Payton didn't have care either. He didn't care about that.
Yeah, he took off to where?
Where did I don't know. Where did he go?
Went where?
I don't know where he went. That's what I thought. It doesn't matter to me. the point I'm getting.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. If this was a great defense, why didn't he stay?
He went to Carolina to be a defensive coordinator. He didn't go to be the head coach, defensive coordinator. Nobody has answered that question. And I want to say, for all you detractors out there on our videos and me and him, please explain, give me your best explanation as to why Edgerow said, there's no way in hell I am ever going to be, sticking around. And the only explanation I've heard is, what was it that they said? Their explanation was, they gave one explanation, and I'm trying to pull it out, what it was. I can't remember because I'm exhausted today. They did give one explanation. It was a bad one. That's all I can say. It was a real bad one. It was bad. Oh no, I remember what they said now. He was a Hackett guy. He was in it with Hackett. Well, if he was in it with Hackett, why didn't he go to the Jets? If he was so in it with Hackett, he wanted to be with Hackett, or he wanted to leave with Hackett.
Man.
But wait a minute. So what you're telling me is that it was so great, the defense was such a juggernaut, that he would leave it because we had Sean Payton and it was all going to come together because it was such a juggernaut. He left it because of Nathaniel Hackett. This doesn't even make sense.
I just also want to say this that correlates to that Edgerow and Hackett and this coach killing organization for, Walmart Generals. Everybody likes to say that the coach sets the culture. That's not true. That's disinfo. It's the organization that sets that culture, that sets that mindset.
It has to start. It has to start from the top.
It starts from the top down. So stop lying to your audience. Get it together, and stop.
I think Chicago is a great example of that.
Oh, I think Denver's already on that level. Could be worse because
Virginia, the owner, she's my mom's age. Okay, and when Hallis her husband bought the team for $100.
You had this commenter that I don't think understood. I agree with you, dude. The commenter that I was getting into it with the last video, I don't think he understood. I agree with you. Well, but I'm talking about the Broncos.
I think he did at the end.
Okay, well, I think he did at the end, but I'm just saying I wasn't just talking about the Bears. I'm talking about both teams. They both need to blow it up, and they need to just blow it up, find the culture, find an identity, and just blow it up, man. Like, stop with this retread Band-Aid bullshit.
Yeah, that's what a lot of finally the talking heads have finally come out saying that we played Sandy Clough on our last video.
Who read my comment, by the way? That's surprising.
Well, and then he was saying too that the culture is everything's a quick fix.
Yeah.
And hype. Quick fix, hype it up. Quick fix, hype it up. Hype it up. Hype it up. Hype it up.
And you see the content creators hyping up this win again. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's why Bubble Man and myself are so pissed, because you give this organization ammunition to think that there's something that they're not by beating the Bears. They're nothing. They're trash. And that's why Jerry Jeudy's need to go. They need to go because they think that there's something because you barely beat the Bears that are on the same level as you.
Well, you got lucky.
Relax, Judy.
You got lucky and beat the Bears. You got lucky.
You're relaxed, Judy.
You got lucky. No, keep content. Justin Simmons, get in there. Judy or Jewel, get in there, please.
Rainer Browning, get in there,
buddy. Get in there, yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, go get in there. I don't think they're going to let Nick Burrito just come in untouched next week.
No.
I don't think they're just going to let him come in untouched. I noticed that he's great when he's not touched, but it doesn't take much to block him.
No, it doesn't.
They would actually make an effort and do that. Put a guy there to block him, but So anyway, I see a buzzsaw coming.
Yep.
I see a team that just been here's how the two teams. You got one team that all the content creators are, oh, you're so wonderful now, and you can relax. Like, see, you proved everything, and see, you were always great. You just didn't know it, and And then there's another team coming in that's just pissed. That's just pissed.
That wants to kick your ass.
That really wants to kick your ass. Yeah.
I wish I could go to that game. I really wish I could go to that game.
Just to watch a beatdown.
Just watch the Broncos get their asses kicked.
That's what it looks like to me. It has all the earmarks of that to me.
Yep.
And then if it doesn't,
shame on the Jets.
Shame on the Jets. Yeah, shame on the Jets, especially after what happened in Kansas City. I think that was in Kansas City, or was that in Jets country?
It was in New York.
It was in New York, especially what happened in their backyard.
I've never seen that head coach of the Jets be so apparently pissed off on that PI call. I watch all the games, and I've never seen him pissed. He was. It
was like the Patriots of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Hi. Everybody was like, yeah. Well, take it out on the Broncos. I mean,
the donkeys. Take it out on.
I mean, that's your silver lining. I mean, I could see the coach saying, "Look, that was really frustrating, but look what's next."
Yeah.
Look what's next. The one we've been waiting for.
Yep. What we've been waiting for months is a kick the donkeys.
Everybody focus.
Yep.
Where we got content creators talking about how great they are. So I think it's going to be a game of how great they are versus the focus. We just want to rip your head off and shit down your neck. Period. End of story. So yeah, I'm like I said, it's going to be interesting to see this offensive line just disintegrate. I mean, it disintegrated in Chicago, so I'd imagine it's going to be a disintegration event.
Of course.
Even with double holding, no calls.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yep. Too bad it came down to that. Anything else?
That's it. That's it for
either. I'm exhausted. I had a heck of a day yesterday, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah, get back to work, you slave.
I do. I got a lot of work to do. Even though I could use a nap.
All right.
All right. Sayonara.
We'll be back live from our parents' basement.
Our next episode of Only Coach Killers in the Building, live from our parents' basement. Empty the trash.
All right, mother.
Yeah. Feed the dogs.
Yeah. I'll be right there, DARPA dog.
Yeah. Make sure you get that arm back from him, okay? The one that.
Yeah, and I'll be taking Frankie to Hollywood.
All right. Yeah. Way to go. See ya.
See ya. Bye.